What's going on YouTube? It's your boy GrandPaPenguin. Today's video I'll be doing a tier list, another tier list video on best Call of Duty World at War zombie weapons for a tier list. So by any chance, let's get into the video. All right, we are into it. We are gonna be for this tier list, we're going from S tier meaning God tier, A, B, C, D. D meaning that's the trash can. So we're gonna put that in the trash can. So we're going from S to D. So first up we have is the 44 Magnum revolver. The 44 round Magnum revolver. I would say I wish it was kind of like the what's it called, the Executioner from Black Ops 2 with that Magnum itself, or if not, like when you actually hit headshots, you instantly get like a instant headshot. Like I know from games when you progress through like Call of Duties, they made the Magnum like super strong, like the Python in like from Black Ops 1. That thing shredded. Like when you get headshots, when you actually kill someone, kill like a zombie in a headshot, that thing shredded. But 44 round Magnum, I felt like it was super inconsistent when you try to get headshots. Sometimes the headshots, even if you pack 100, it was weak. But I think we're ranking these guns non-pack-a-punch. So 44 Magnum, we're gonna put that in the C tier list. It wasn't great, it was okay. The next weapon, looks like we have the Arasaka sniper rifle. The Arasaka sniper rifle was lit. Is it the Arasaka? The M1 Grand. Oh, the M1 Grand's at the end next to the flamethrower. It was at the car. It might be the car sniper rifle. The car sniper rifle was so good. I remember playing this on Nocto on Tilted. It lasted around like round 5 or 6 headshots. Like around like round 4, that's where you could still get a one-shot headshot. That thing was a very good starting early round sniper rifle to use. But like when you progress to like round 5, 6, 7, it takes like two headshots to kill a zombie, which was it was okay, but it was a super good starting round sniper rifle. I will rate that. We're gonna put that in the C tier. But at the end of the list, we're going to adjust our list. Bar's fire rate was super slow, but it did so much heavy damage. I remember playing a Verrucht. It was a wall weapon off the wall. They kind of overpriced the bar and costing around, I think, $1,800, or if not $2,000, and it only has 20 rounds in the magazine size, which it was okay size, but it was super slow. When you add double tap with that thing was like a straight beam. That thing was so nasty, like straight nasty. So we'll put the bar in a B tier. It was like later on throughout the rounds it became weak, but we'll put the B tier for now. The Browning, the Browning light machine gun. Oh my gosh, that was the Marines or the America's light machine gun. I would probably put that, we're not gonna put that in the S tier because you already know what's gonna be on the S tier range for the weapons. So we're gonna put the Browning light machine gun. We're gonna put the bar in the C tier for now. Browning, we're gonna put that in the B tier. There's other weapons that was so much better than this weapon, but the only downfall with the Browning, the Iron Fist was beautiful as well. The only downfall was the reload speed. The reload timing on that thing, you had to open up the magazine top and put the bullets in, and then reload, cock that thing forward. But that was the only thing that I hated about the Browning, because of the reload time took forever compared to the MG42. MG42 was, it was something. When you just camp in Doris or Verrucht, if you're camping in the alleyway, you just shoot up the zombies up with that Browning. That Browning was so good at that with double tap and slide of fan. Even with slide of fan, it was kind of a little bit slow, but that thing was shredded. Screw it, we'll put the Browning in the A tier range. A tier range Browning, here we go. We'll send that thing up there. Okay, next up we got is the double barrel, aka Oh, the sawn-off's down there. Double barrel shotgun. That thing was actually pretty good at decent early rounds when you go for the headshots with the double barrel. You add that with sleight of hand. That thing was kind of nasty, but I'm not a huge double barrel shotgun person. Put that in. We'll put that in the C tier range for now. FG42. Oh, this FG42 was something. I think they added this in the weapon box as well. Nocto, Tonte, Verrock, Shinonuma. I know as well in INTERWEBZ they have that next to the speed cooler machine in the center of the map. Once you like progress through and you get the power on, it's next to the speed cooler sleight of hand machine. And the FG42 was amazing. Reloaded so fast. It reminded me of the MG42, how it reloads. You open, it's like the same FG42 from World War II with that gun. The reload speed was super fast. Headshots, fire was so good. I would say that that thing was pretty much a very good, underrated war weapon behind the MP40 and the STG. The Gewer, the Gewer, aka the Gewer, call that the Gewer just in case people get offended. The Gewer was a very good rifle that you had to actually use. Oh, that was the Arasaka. Arasaka, yeah, we're gonna leave the Arasaka C as well. The Gewer, I would say the Gewer was, the reload speed was actually kind of fast as well behind the M1A1 carbine. But the Gewer, the iron sight was kind of tiny. They had this in, I don't think this was a wall weapon, Nocto and Tonte, but they had this in Verrock as a wall weapon. If you're spawning on the left side by Juggernaut, I think the Gewer was there. The other side was the M1A1 carbine if you were spawned by the quick revive side in Verrock. But this gun, the iron sight was kind of tiny. The fire was fast. It was a good weapon in early rounds. It's a very good early round rifle. I would probably rather have like a semi-automatic rifle like the Gewer, the M1A1 or the M1 Grand over than the sniper rifles like the Arasaka and the Car. They did the purpose, you know, early rounds. So we'll put the Gewer in the C tier range. Car was good very early round. We'll change it up. Put the sniper rifles in D tiers. You know, they did the purpose in early rounds. The trench gun. Oh, the trench gun. I remember in INTERWEBZ where if you there was a small glitch in INTERWEBZ when someone uses a trench gun, you could hear the audio is so glitched out. You could hear like the trench gun if someone was next to you, but they could be across the map using a trench gun because you hear them cocking back the pump. Boom, 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 boom. Equip that with double tap. That trench gun was kind of nasty. Boom, 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 and then you had sleight of hand. But that trench gun was kind of nasty. In terms of the shotguns, trench gun's probably the best out of the sawn-off and the double barrel, just in my opinion. We're talking about non-pack-a-punch in this one, but if we were, and on the other hand, pack-a-punch, this thing, even though you pack-a-punch it, the cockback speed was kind of insane as well. So the 1911 pack-a-punch Mustang and Sally's, oh, that thing was kind of nasty. But this is World at War we're talking about, World at War. So 1911 starting rifle, starting pistol, you know, it was okay, non-pack-a-punch. But pack-a-punch on the other hand shot explosive rounds, but during this time there was no PhD flopper. So 1911 starting rifle, starting pistol, put that in a, I would put it in the S tier, but you know, for the memes, put that in a D tier because you can only have so much ammo with the pistol. It was super good for farming for points if you spawn back next round and then you get like a whole bunch of if you have someone train and you're very far away and trying to farm points up in late rounds, boom, 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 you get your points back that up super easy with that way. We're going with the M1A1 carbine. M1A1 carbine, put that in the C tier. I love the M1A1 carbine. Later on when I found out you could pack-a-punch this thing and this thing became automatic, it was something crazy with the M1A1 carbine because that thing became fully automatic. I was like, yo, I was surprised. And then when I tried, like, that was the one good thing about the pack-a-punch weapons, because each pack-a-punch weapon could have a different ability, even though you had the fire rate, the damage, and all that stuff. But like the M1A1 carbine, they changed that thing up for a fully automatic rifle. I was like, yo, that was crazy. We'll put the M1A1 carbine. I'll put that in. We'll put that in a C, sadly, as well. It's super hard for these ranking these weapons, putting in B and A tier, just in my opinion. The M1 Grand rifle grenade. Oh, that thing was actually kind of nasty. If you were trying to train, if you were camping on the catwalk and there's so many zombies, that rifle grenade was actually real lit. You have that with sleight of hand, makes so many crawlers. Have that with instant kill. That thing was kind of nasty, like straight nasty. We'll put that in the B tier range. The noob tubing grenade launcher. M1 Grand. I liked hearing when you always had to reload with the Grand. The binging noise with the Grand was so satisfying to hear. But I honestly, overall, M1 Grand felt like the same thing as the Gewer, the M1A1 carbine, and the Grand. But the Grand, the fire rate was kind of a little bit slower than the carbine. I would say in terms of it, the M1A1 carbine gets the slightly upper edge compared to the Grand and the Gewer, because of the iron sights, and the fire rate was like medium. Like you could actually do a trigger finger with that thing, and then the iron sights was pretty simple, and the reload speed was actually decent as well. So I like that. Flamethrower. Oh, we can't say any more with that flamethrower. We're gonna put that flamethrower in the A tier range. I would no low key, but since we're talking word out war and glitches, flamethrower, if you wanted to go high rounds, that flamethrower was the S tier. If you guys were like back in the early days of word out war, when they allowed glitches, when you could like I guess like down yourself, and then when you revive yourself, you could be in like an invisible god tier spot. I remember the flamethrowers, people could easily get up to like round 200 with a flamethrower. That thing had infinite ammo pretty much, which that flamethrower, even camping on the catwalk with pack-a-punch, that thing was kind of nasty. I liked it. MG42, best light machine gun out there. This iron sight was sexy. The noise, the gun sound of the weapon, they're so iconic. I like the MG42 in terms of the fire rate, the reload speed, the damage output, the fire rate, everything in that weapon was a god tier weapon. This is bringing me back so many good memories. S tier MG42. MP40 was probably one of the best wall weapons behind the SVT, the STG and the Thompson. That thing was actually pretty nasty. I like the MP40. The sound of it, the iron sights was kind of a little bit too small. The fire rate, when you added with double tap, everything was insane. The damage output was crazy. Like I remember in Verrocked or Shinonuma, when you go like pick up the MP40, that thing will last until like round 20, maybe even 30, until like it starts losing off. Probably up to around like 25, I would say. That thing was actually pretty nasty. Like very, very good wall weapon, in my opinion. So we'll put the MP40, put that in the B tier range. PPSH. Oh, Russian submachine gun, had a drum magazine. Iron sights was good. The fire rate was good. The gun sound on that nose was amazing. Probably one of the best iconic PPSHs out there. I would say that's like the best PPSH behind the World War II. World War II PPSH could never compete against the World War PPSH. Put that in the A tier range. A tier, super iconic. PTRS sniper rifle. This thing was a semi-automatic sniper rifle. Put that in a B tier range. Get a headshot. That was like the Barrett 50 cal, but this was during World War times. World War II weapons. That thing was actually straight nasty in zombies. When you get headshots, it made me always feel like I was quick scoping back in the day. I think was amazing. The reload speed was actually decent. Hearing the gun sound on the boom, boom, boom. That thing was nasty. I like that sound of that gun. I think that's the only weapon you get in the weapon box. Same thing with the PPSH. Ray gun, where it all started. This ray gun was so nasty. They first introduced the ray gun in War Without War, training at zombies, even a very, very high round zombies. This thing was so nasty, so overpowered. Hearing the guns out, boom, 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 boom. Even pack punch that thing. He shot a red or orange aura on that thing. That thing was straight nasty. There's no need to say it. S tier range ray gun. Sawn-off shotgun. Felt like the same thing as the double barrel shotgun. There's nothing really else to say. Shorter barrel, more damage. Springfield sniper rifle. Did they had a Springfield sniper rifle with the scoped? I remember they had just the regular Springfield in Verrocht. I don't remember there being a scoped Springfield. Oh, that's strange. Put that in the C tier range. I didn't know they had a scoped Springfield. I knew they had an iron sight Springfield in Verrocht. Really interesting, because I played through all the maps of War Zombies. That's super strange. I never knew they actually had a Springfield sniper rifle. Really? Are you serious? I didn't know that. Next up, we got the STG-40. Is this STG-44? STG something. I forget. It's been a minute. The STG. STG. Hearing the gun sound of that weapon in Duress. That thing reloaded so fast. Adding double tap made this fire rate even better than it was. That thing was a very good wall weapon behind the MP40 when playing Verrocht, or if not Shinonuma, or if not Duress. That thing was a very good weapon. I felt like the MP40 did more damage, but the STG adding double tap at that thing was actually really, really good in terms of headshots with the weapons. So put that in the B tier range. That thing was actually really good. That was their surprisingly, that was that AR in War Without War. We're talking about multiplayer wise. Next up, we got is the Thompson. We're going back with the Thompson. That thing was the American submachine gun for the US Marines. That thing was actually straight nasty as well. This was a submachine gun, and it did so much damage, even with no double tap upgrades on the perk. This thing was nasty. Iron taste was good. I loved using the Thompson back in story mode. That thing, even multiplayer, that thing was nasty. But we're talking about zombies. This was a wall weapon starting in, I think, Verrocht. Yeah, Verrocht. Did they have the Thompson in Noctur? I think they did. It was in the back corner where the weapon box is at. Yes. That thing was super good. The movement speed, even with no stamina up, that thing was so fast. And you could do so much trains. That's a really good. I would probably put the Thompson at A tier because it's a submachine gun and very good fire rate. The magazine CIs wasn't that bad, but that overall, that Thompson was a very good wall weapon. In my own opinion, it was super reliable. I liked it. If you could trust on a wall weapon, it's probably the MP40 STG or the Thompson. Just in my opinion, those are very good wall weapons. People probably attest with me as well. They could probably agree with me. The Thompson, the MP40, STG are probably the best wall weapons out there for War Without War zombies. If you could agree with that, let me know in the comments. If you like disagree, let me know in the comments what's your best wall weapons to use. Type 100 as well, a very good wall weapon as well. The reload speed was good. Damage output wasn't that, it was okay, but we're gonna put that in a B tier range as well. The Panzer Shrek rocket line. Oh yeah, going back to the Type 100, I cut that off. Type 100 seen in I think Knockdown Tote. It wasn't a wall weapon, but it was in a weapon box. I know in Verrocht, Shinonuma, and Duress, I think Verrocht and Shinonuma, they were a wall weapon. Definitely Shinonuma, it was a wall weapon, but I think Verrocht isn't a wall weapon. That thing, it lacked in damage compared to the Thompson. Thompson was, I felt like it did a better output compared to the PPSH and the Thompson. The Type 100 was like lacking in terms of damage, but the reload speed was amazing. It was super fast. It's super fast. I liked it. It was so good. Super good. Next up we got is the Panzer Shrek rocket launcher. Panzerschreck rocket launcher versus the rifle grenade. I'll put the Panzerschreck rocket launcher in the C tier range just for the fact because comparing it in terms of damage compared to the M1 Grand rifle grenade, that thing reloaded super fast. The rifle grenade, in my opinion, did more damage than the Panzerschreck. Even though the Panzerschreck, you had to like cock the rocket launcher in to reload, which the reload speed was actually slower in my opinion. It's a rocket launcher, a rocket propel launcher, a RPG rocket propel grenade. I meant to say now when I say rocket propel launcher, RPL. But yeah, in my opinion, the Panzerschreck, I felt like it was least fireable compared to the rifle grenade. Rifle grenade was so much better. Last up we got is the Wonder Waffle. Wonder Waffle, put that in the S tier. We can't say any much more about the Wonder Waffle. First scene was in the race. The race, you could, when you're doing trains and you could chain up the enemies with the Wonder Waffle, instant one-shot kill. Say, I think it was first seen in Shinonuma to be exact. Sorry about that. It was in Shinonuma, and this thing was straight nasty at chaining zombies. I felt like it was on steroids with the ray gun. So we thought the ray gun was the god tier weapon, but it changed from the ray gun into the Wonder Waffle on steroids. That's why I like the Wonder Waffle. The Wonder Waffle, despite this thing that sucked in Darius, is when you upgrade or non-upgrade the Wonder Waffle, you'll get a glitch with Juggernaut, which was super. You lost, I think, like 5% or 10% of your health due to, even with Juggernaut, with the Wonder Waffle, which that was the Wonder Waffle glitch, which I hated that, because the zombies could hit you like you pretty much like lost health with the Wonder Waffle. And still, the Wonder Waffle, very good weapon for going very high rounds, because pretty much it was like an instant kill when you could chain up zombies. Because my brother got to, I think, round 87 or 88 at zombies on Shinonuma on what using the one. I think he was using the Wonder Waffle and I think maybe the ray gun or the PPSH. That was his loadout. So there you guys have it. We're gonna redo all the weapons, seeing if it's all good in terms of adjusting the tiers for each weapon. Flamethrower S, MG S, ray gun S, Waffle S, rounding A, PPSH A, Thompson A. Screw it, we're gonna move the FG42 into A as well. Put the FG at A, MP40B, trench gun B, rifle grenade B, M1A1 B, MP40B, PTRS B, STG B, Type 100 B, Magnum. Put the Magnum in low-key a D. Bar C, double barrel. Put the double barrel in D. Same thing with a sawn-off shotgun D. I don't really like those shotguns that much compared to the trench gun. Trench gun was super good. Dewar C, Grand C, Springfield C. No, Springfield. Why did I keep the Springfield in C? I'm thinking the Springfield with the iron sights. That was the thing. If this was the iron sights, we're putting that into a D. But apparently it's with the scope, so we're putting the scoped with the Springfield C. So I guess we put it in C. Oh, I think it's because in Knockdown Tunted there was a sniper locker room, so that's where the sniper rifle was at with the scoped. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Or if not, that was the PTRS. That might be the PTRS in that sniper rifle's locker. So Panzerschreck, we're gonna keep that at C. Yeah. So there you guys have it. This is our tier list video on the World at War Zombies. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are currently new to the channel. We're currently at 38 subscribers. We're going to try to hit road to 100 subscribers. We're going to be announcing something very late. I think by the time you guys are watching this video, I already announced my switching up platforms, being more interactive with YouTube. So leave a like, subscribe if you guys are currently new, turn on post notifications. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day, and stay safe.